Hello, welcome into Cleo Ra. I like to channel messages from the other side, but I also like to teach the true meanings of the tarot cards so that you can be fully in your power and create the reality you want. If you're new here, welcome in. It's good to have you. I'm kind of crazy, so buckle up. If you're returning, big cuddles to my cherubim. Now I'm going to zone into the energies and we're going to see what Spirit has for us tonight. Archangel Michael, thank you for blessing and protecting this reading. Thank you, Spirit Guides. To all those beings in the non-physical who move in love for the Most High Creator, who want to see us progress and become as magnificent as we truly are, I invite you in now for clear messages for whoever's likely to need this reading. And I thank you in advance for your guidance, okay? Okay, so they want me to split the deck on this one. Okay, we've got the Empress on the bottom. I'm going to put that up here. You can see that, brilliant. Okay, starting from the top, we've got Judgment. We've got the Sun, okay, lovely. We've got the Moon, the Seven of Wands, the Star, wow, how powerful. The Tower, the Ten of Swords, oof, the High Priestess, and Strength, okay, with the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Now that I've moved the Empress up here, well, my oh my, this is a very powerful reading, and I feel like whoever this reading is for, you will have felt your emotions moving quite a lot throughout the cycle you're in. Whatever you're going through, I feel like you know it's monumental. I feel like you know it's leading you somewhere really big. There will be a couple of endings here because we've got the Tower and the Ten of Swords. But what is yours is secured for you. And I feel like maybe, you know, there's something emotionally here with the Moon and the Seven of Wands where maybe you're a little bit worried, you know. This is an energy of you thinking, I've got to do this in time. Or I've got to make sure I'm, you know, in the right place at the right time. Or, you know, maybe these are just natural worries of the mind where you're, you know, thinking that you got to do something in a certain order. It's natural. We all do that. Human nature, right? But there's a message here of what is yours is secured for you. Nothing can take it. Nothing can move it. This is cosmically secured. It's like it's secured in your own personal vault or your own personal vortex if you listen to Abraham Hicks, but this is yours metaphysically. It's locked down, right? You're going through a big transformation. I can see that with the Judgment card. Number 20, that number could be significant to you, but Judgment is the transformation of the human being into their exalted nature. It's the transformation of the spirit. So I feel like you're coming out of a version of yourself you kind of recognized yourself as before, and you're moving into a whole new version of yourself. There's a lot of excitement in this reading because I feel like, you know, maybe you've got a lot of youthful energy. It doesn't matter what age you are. Maybe you've got this capacity to start afresh and to conjure and pull from the non-physical lots of beautiful energy. Or you could be young, you know, I'm getting this energy like almost like a road trip energy, or, you know, I'm a little bit older now, you know, I'm a mummy and all that, but there's this energy here of you almost having that teenage fire or that youthful energy to really get up and start again here, right? They want me to tell you, if you are young, this Ten of Swords will feel quite brutal to you, but they're saying trust us. By the time you get to 40, you're going to realize these things happen all the time, right? So there could be some shock with some friendship or connection that has to come to an end, but this is overwhelmingly positive here. I really feel like you are taking control of your own reality in the most beautiful way. It's like fruition, right? They're pulling me to what looks like a 111 on this card. So you could be seeing that a lot. Empress energy, right? But I feel like you're seeing a lot of 111s, which is telling you you're on the right pathway. You're being divinely guided with the Hierophant energy. And there's something you're really looking forward to here, because there's just so much beautiful energy. The sun, the star, the strength. So something could feel a little bit like, you know, it's almost like they're giving me the energy of a house move. Like something is really being shifted here and you are really on your way. Perfectly aligned with your pathway, but you're really on your way to something big here. I feel like you're someone who's very intuitive with this High Priestess. Maybe you sense that something was going to let you down, or that a pathway wasn't going to continue past a certain point. I feel like you had the sense of this, okay? There could have been people around you that you might have sensed this in many different ways. This could have felt like, you know, maybe a little bit of jealousy from friends, or maybe, you know, someone who wasn't fully supportive of you on some level. But I feel like, you know, you've got to shed the old skin here with the star energy. Look how lovely this energy is. You bursting forth into, you know, a whole new platform of life and really getting to show your talents, I feel. This is almost like when a flower opens up or a star is born, right? And she's playing, it's not the guitar, but you know what I mean. This is like a sitar or something. I'm crap. Okay, a banjo. I don't know. But there's an instrument here, a musical instrument. And I feel like, you know, maybe you are a performer of some variety, or maybe there's something you want to show the world, but this is looking really good for this being your divine sacred pathway. Yeah, I'm getting music here. I'm getting music could be quite important for you. And I feel like you've really put a lot of faith in yourself, okay? Really put a lot of faith in yourself. Your higher self is saying, whatever's meant to crumble from your life, let it crumble, okay? Don't let it cling on to you. Don't send a couple of texts to be like, you know, you don't want to do that can we be friends stuff here, all right? Because this is like out with the old, in with the new, fully facing forward, right? And that's how you're going to get more strength. And I feel like that's how you're going to keep your signal clear also with the High Priestess. You're going to keep your auric field and your mind and your energy clear by simply being in the present and looking forward at what's to come, because there's a lot of energy needed when it comes to your focus and harnessing this energy, but also, you know, focusing the energy in the right direction, because you've got big dreams and big goals. I can feel that. Okay, show me this Sun card energy. Six of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like a lot of people are going to see you shine and be very supportive of you. This is also support from the divine, right? You see this light that's shining behind this character. This is like the light of the divine, the light of the heavens, you know. And we've got another light card here with the sun, of course. This is abundance. This is getting everything you want and allowing yourself to be joyous. I'm getting blossoming, fruitful, really allowing yourself to be fully joyful with this opportunity. They don't want you letting anything that was never supposed to be in your life anyway distract you. They're saying whatever is attached to this Ten of Swords and the Tower energy, it was attached to what we would call the human part of you. But this new energy that's pulling on your soul so powerfully, I know it is, I can feel it. With this star energy, this is your cosmic nature pulling you down a different road. This is your higher self, the immortal part of you, starting to run the show. Stardom, I'm getting. I'm getting that you could be someone who may be in the public eye soon, because this is too powerful. This energy is too powerful. And it was ever so funny the way I was shuffling those cards, and all of a sudden they told me, split the deck. And any other tarot reader, I don't know, we all do it differently, but you know when you get a memo, right? And it's like, okay, you can just feel it succinctly in your soul. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you've got a lot of memos that you can feel succinctly in your soul, telling you where you need to be, who you need to be, and where you need to go. Judgment with the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe something's moved a little bit too slowly for your liking, but I feel like there's something coming in, a tangible offer, a tangible pathway that will secure you on your divine pathway, I'm getting the pathway to stardom. You know, I rarely pick up on messages like this, but I'm open to whatever comes through. This is a pathway to stardom, something that is a position that's been secured for you. Show me this moon card energy. The world. Yeah, this is your world, right? And they're showing me this little house in the background. Like, that house is not going anywhere. And this is just like the energy that maybe, you know, you're worried you'll miss out on. It's not going anywhere. Okay, this is your birthright. This is a positioning that's just waiting for you to line up with it. I'm hearing your faith is going to be pulled to the maximum here, because you may have moments where you think, God, am I crazy? Did I do the wrong thing? Should I have fought like all the mainstream? Should I have thought like that? Should I have been practical and responsible with something rather than reaching for my dreams? Spirit's saying no. You have to keep the faith in your higher self. And, you know, you might have moments where that human nature comes in with the fear and the doubt. They're saying that's the false you. That's not the real you anymore. The magical you is the real you. Okay? So anything that doesn't feel good to you, any thoughts that feel depressing or, oh no, did I do the right thing? They're saying those thoughts are illusions because they're so low vibrational. Your higher self is backing you 100% here. We've got the divine backing you up here. And, you know, if you do want to go into something like music or something like that, there could be this energy of you thinking, well, there's so many people who want to do this, you know. You could even be watching this reading thinking, and they're tingling me like crazy. You could even be watching this reading thinking, well, God, surely anyone who watches this reading, you know, there could be some X Factor lunatic watching this reading thinking that Cleo's talking to them. No, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you. And I'm getting that you will be having visceral kind of reactions in your body while you hear this, because you know, okay, I'm speaking directly to the one. I'm speaking directly to the person who is resonating hardest on this right now, okay? You've got real talent. I can feel that, okay? Divinely backed talent. I'm getting this energy that you're going to put out is going to absolutely exalt the paradigm. 6 of Wands with the 7 of Wands. What was I saying? 12:21 on my clock. This is a position for you, my dearest. This is a position for you. They're saying, don't think you're being vain. Don't think you're being egotistical. Whoever I'm speaking to, you've got a divine essence that you've pulled through into this life from multiple lives. You could have been a singer in another life, or performing for you is something you do from the heart. You don't perform because you want attention. You don't perform for all the wrong 3D reasons. You genuinely love uplifting people's souls. You genuinely love that feeling when there are multiple people together in a special gathering and everyone's souls can join together in that lovely uplifted energy. So there's something very pure about you, and there's something, I feel like you love music. I feel like this is something that is between you and the heavens and the divine. So they want you to shut out any thoughts when it comes to other people who want to be singers or musicians or, you know, anything like that. They're saying ignore them. This is about your pathway. This is about you doing what you chose to come here and do. Ignore everyone else, because this is a legacy that, you know, you wanted to fulfill from your non-physical vantage point. You were like, I'm going to come in. I'm not going to let anyone put me off. I'm going to zone back into the magic. I'm going to remember who I really am, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to spread my beautiful love and light all around. And I do feel like this could definitely be a musical thing for you, okay? Music coming through very prominently here. Could be songwriting, something like that, but there's definitely something you know in your heart you're meant to do. So they want you to close out. You know, we all know there are a load of lunatics around going on X Factor, and they can't even hear themselves, can they? So they're saying, don't worry, you're not one of those, my dear, okay? They're saying you are exceptional, and you know that. So I feel like taking ownership of your mind space is going to really help you with this. 8 of Pentacles. This is what I'm saying. The Star with the 8 of Pentacles. This is your essence that you've cooked up over multiple lifetimes. I'm getting that you've taken an artistic pathway to source. And, you know, don't get me wrong. I love artwork, and I think all human life is artwork. And I certainly think you are a piece of artwork, a piece of cosmic. I don't like the word human. You guys, you might have heard me say that before. I'm an awkward beast, but then I still say it, obviously, out of habit. But wow, this is something that you wanted to do. You know, this is something you're meant to do. 8 of Pentacles with the Star. This is your work. This is your bread and butter. This is your daily grind. This is what you get out of bed for, right? And you've taken an artistic soul's pathway. We get people who take the warrior pathway over and over and over again through multiple lifetimes until they make it back to source and ascend to a way higher vibration. Then God nags you to come back in, even though you're a 6th dimensional being, and oh God. But for you, this has been an artistic pathway for multiple incarnations, right? Art is your life. You will know if this reading's for you because maybe you see everything as art. Maybe, you know, you can feel people's souls moving through the room when you sing to them or when you perform somehow, but this is beautiful. They're giving me so many tingles in this reading. It's unreal. You're meant to be on this pedestal. You're meant to be on some sort of podium. And I'm getting a really folksy kind of energy, like maybe you want to do things differently. You've got your own unique style. You've got your own unique voice. And you've collected this essence. There's a cauldron here. You've collected so much essence through multiple lifetimes that, you know, you really want to alchemize and utilize in your beautiful creative work this lifetime. You could have been tested with people who didn't support you. You know, people who don't believe in your dreams, people who don't understand that we create our own realities and that we have a plan before we even get into our bodies to do certain magical things, and then we get down to earth and there are all these people who don't know the rules to the game and they think that they're doing it right and they try and put us off and try and, you know, rain on our fireworks, you know. And I feel like you've dealt with people raining on your fireworks. So this is the challenge, really, to not feel let down by people who can't help but be at their level of consciousness, and to keep the faith, right? To keep that magic and to know that you are the one that can do this. This is a pathway set up for you, right? Show me this Tower. Oh, God wants you doing something with this star energy, okay? This is between you and God. It's got nothing to do with anyone outside of you. God is going to make a way for you. The universe is conspiring to make this happen. 3 of Wands with the Tower. And again, normally on the 3 of Wands, we see a character with his back turned. This is about you fully focusing, harnessing your focus. Like I was saying, keeping your mind clear and passionate. Okay, full faith in your talents, full faith in your ability here. Show me the 10 of Swords. 7 of Cups. Yeah, some people are just confused about who you are. Like they can't see it, right? They just can't see it. And they're saying, don't take this personally. These people's consciousnesses, you know, you and your plans are the least of their worries. Let's just say that on a spiritual level, there's a lot of things these people can't see. It's not just you being a star that they find hard to process in their consciousness. They've got a lot of problems, a lot of things they can't process. And I don't care how neat and tidy their life looks on the surface. It's often those who have the most neat looking little lives that have got the most skeletons in the closet or a backlog of spiritual work to do. They're saying fly free here, fly free, be free of people's opinions, okay? Because if you could see the spiritual baggage and the mistakes they've made lifetime to lifetime, if you could see the conversations that their spirit guides have with them before they reincarnate into a vessel and mess it all up again, you'd just laugh in relief and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I took it so personally what these people thought of me. You know who you are. High Priestess energy. This is going to require a lot of strength. Page of Pentacles energy on the High Priestess. So you could feel like a bit of a student, newly starting out with something. And what they're saying here is that it's your instincts and your beautiful intuition that's going to give you the roadmap. Okay, they're saying embrace that feeling of freshness and maybe even a little bit of naivety, because when you're on that frequency of innocence and purity, the universe can really guide you. And it's a much higher frequency of guidance when you truly have that inner child along for the ride, okay? So you can't go wrong when you're in that energy. When you're genuinely in that energy of childlike wonder, God will just make sure you dodge anything negative, because you will just bubble through on a beautiful flowing stream of consciousness. They're saying revel in your naivety, revel in the fact that you may feel like the new person doing this, because it's that freshness and that freedom that's really a beautiful energy for you to be in, going down this pathway. There's this message of don't allow yourself to be bogged down, okay? Be very sure to cleanse yourself of other people's energies. If you go for an interview or a meeting, you're going to pick up on their energies, okay? And it may even make you start criticizing yourself, because you're someone very psychic with the High Priestess. And I feel like you can soak up people's energies so easily that sometimes that gives you self-doubt, because you start seeing yourself through their lens of consciousness because you're so psychic. So you could be picking up on other people's conscious perspective on you, which is irrelevant. They cannot conjure on your timeline. So Spirit's saying be very wary of the energies you rub up against, because most of them are bloody clueless and they're very overconfident, okay, in their cluelessness. And that could have in the past, you know, given you some self-doubt when it comes to how you view yourself, right? Because you're viewing yourself psychically through someone else's lens of consciousness. So they're saying be very wary of that. Make sure before you make any big decisions, you cleanse your energy. Make sure you're in hermit mode. So that means, you know, get away from it all for 2 or 3 hours. Get out in nature, cleanse your aura. Nothing too magical, special needs to be done with this, but just separation from others before you make big decisions, because you're someone very astute and you will soak up their energy. So make sure you get that cleared out before you make any big decisions. Show me strength. Show me. The Chariot, there we go. This full faith. Look, we've got a big tiger here. You riding on the back of this tiger, and then we've got this motorbike. So you can go back to the doubts. You can go back to the confused people who aren't really your soul tribe anyway, but they want you to live the way they think you should live, because they're fearful, all right? If people don't live exactly the way the mainstream people want them to live, they get all scared, right? So let them stay in their box, but you've got this way to go, right? You've got to point your focus fully in the direction you want to go with this one, because it's going to take huge amounts of faith and huge amounts of you allowing the higher self, the magic of the higher self, to join you on your journey, okay? But this is looking like success. This looks like, you know, something is etched out for you. This is a journey that you know you had to take, okay? I feel like you've got a very flowery soul. Very flowery. Okay, what have we got? False indigo. Baptisia australis. Immersion and intuition. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. No way. They're goosebumping me so badly here. Being at the beginning of what you should sense, like the student with your intuition. Oh my God. Sometimes, you know, I never cease to be amazed at how these messages synchronize up. And there's also this energy here of you picking up on energies from people who don't understand you and getting confused when it comes to how you view yourself because of these contaminants, okay? Energy is so contagious. So there's something about that here too, you know, where you could have been immersed in other people's viewpoints of you, and it could have, you know, made you feel a certain way, you know? Wow. You will be at the beginning of what you should sense. So this is all about your beautiful High Priestess intuition. We've got garden heliotrope, heliotropium arborescens, I think I said that right. Devotion, oh wow, no way. Devotion and dreams fulfilled. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Oh, I can't even. Can you see these goosebumps? Can you see them? Like, what the hell? They've goosebumped me the whole time. You're a little star, okay? I just want to squeeze you and tell you to go get it. Create this reality. You can do it. The universe responds to your thoughts. And you've got this magical essence that you've brought with you from other lives. Honestly, I feel like I want to cry. I can just feel this success that's coming in. And I can feel how cute and deserving you are of this. Force of will, okay? Force of will. Keep focusing your force of will on this dream of yours, okay? Dreams fulfilled. The victory's yours. It's waiting for you to move into it. This is so beautiful. I really hope this has helped. Lots of love, cherubim. Lots of love. Mwah.